Hey, what's up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new FIFA 17 player review. Let's take a look at an awesome FUT birthday throwback item. He's the Brazilian striker, Welliton. Now, he was known for his pace back in the day in previous FIFAs, and he certainly got pace on this one as well. He's 84 rated with 93 pace, 81 dribbling and 83 shooting. 5'10", high-low work rates, which is great for a striker, of course. He is right-footed and has very average 3-star skills and weak foot. So, I decided to put together a couple of teams that you guys could use Welliton in. The first one is my all-Brazilian side, which is looking better and better as we progress through FIFA, as it has now got the likes of the premium SBC David Luiz in it. But the squad I actually used Welliton in was in a 2-striker formation, with another throwback item from the same league, that is, of course, Emenike. These two worked as a great duo up front, and it was a lot of fun using them. We scored a lot of goals. So moving on into the in-game stats for the Brazilian striker. I mean, obviously the pace stat really stands out to you there. The shooting and dribbling don't look too bad either. High agility, actually, for an 84 overall rated player. He looks pretty good on basic chemistry style, the likes of 95 pace there, with amazing acceleration. However, today I use the sniper chemistry style. If there was one thing I didn't need to boost, it was his pace. And I thought, you know what, we could do with as much help as we possibly could in the dribbling and shooting departments, boosting them up to 91 and 90. So he looks like a really deadly striker at this point in time. So moving on into the clips, we need to talk about the pros and cons. Did I like this guy? Did I not like this guy? What did I like about him and what did I not like about him? Well, we'll start with the negatives and we'll get them out of the way first for you. There are a couple that we definitely need to talk about, and you should definitely bear in mind if you're thinking about the purchase. The first one being strength. Now, we didn't boost this at all with a chemistry style or anything. One, because I've tried that recently with a lot of the weaker players and found that it just doesn't help. And it's almost like a lost cause at that point. And I think Welliton is at that level where he's just never going to be very strong on the game. It's definitely one of his low points for sure. Skills and weak foot are a pretty big issue, I would say, because, well, 3-star, you're just very limited. You know, I definitely wouldn't take a shot from outside of the box on Welliton's weak foot. You might score the odd tap in from inside the 6-yard box, but that's about it. And then, well, the skill moves, it's just nice to be able to do the 4-star and above, you know, the certain chops and spins that are very useful in the attack. And then one of my main negatives about this guy is that he's actually got relatively low stamina. For such a quick player, I was hoping he was going to be that all game long for me, and unfortunately, I would say literally from like the 70th minute, Welliton really tires, and you notice that pace drop off, which is probably the strongest part about him. You know, he's known for being super quick, and just towards the end of the game, it's a bit of a letdown in my opinion. But we can move on to the positives now, because we actually did score a lot of goals with the striker, so it can't all be bad, right? And obviously the first thing that we've touched on a couple of times here is that he is an incredibly quick striker. For the first 70 minutes of the game, whatever, you really do get a rapid striker, which I think we've kind of been lacking Brazilian strikers with a serious amount of pace. We now have a crazy quick one, and he's got the shooting stats and stuff to boot as well. I was also pretty impressed with Welliton's dribbling. He was able to just weave past defenders, and I wasn't expecting it, because obviously the dribbling stat on his item itself isn't particularly amazing, and he doesn't have the skill moves, so I wasn't expecting too much, but he definitely outshone me in that department. I think the no-touch dribbling and the LTRT and the old body feint or here and there was very useful in my attack. He's also an agile striker, and I think that definitely goes to help in the dribbling too. You know, the changes of direction happen very well, even if his balance isn't off the charts like his agility is. Another area which I actually was super impressed with the Brazilian striker was his positioning. And he seemed quite aggressive as well to get into those positions. The particular goal you just saw there, he just chased down a loose ball that a defender had played wrongly, and he got there before the defender, utilising that pace, his aggression, and the fact that he was already in a good position. And he really does like to hang off that last shoulder of the defender. That's even one of his traits, I do believe. His work rates also link to that, of course. He is a high-low striker. So what that means is that he's literally not going to attempt to really get back and help the defense. But he most definitely is going to stay up and do his best in the attacking role. And then my final positive is that he has nice, powerful shooting. The low-driven shots especially I found to be useful in my goal-scoring situations. And, well, he definitely tucked a few away for me. So I think he's a great Brazilian striker who's actually a really decent price. You're getting a bit of a gem here. Let me know, guys, if you've decided to pick up Welliton for your Brazilian team, for your Turkish league side. Or you could even let me know what hybrids you've put him into as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.